everyone, it is Liam Caddison here, and we're reacting to another episode of Lucifer as we get into episode number 2 of season 4, where we kind of had the fallout of what happened in the season 3 finale with Chloe being gone for a month, going to Rome, and in the end of that episode, we got an idea of why she went to Rome. I mean, I'd imagine a much-needed break was also on Chloe's mind, but by the end we found out that she's seemingly potentially going to try and get rid of the devil, with the idea that she has been left a bit scarred with what she saw at episode 24 of season 3. So, yeah, but we had Lucifer and Chloe. Well, Lucifer tried to get Chloe back on good terms, as well as the fact that now he can exploit his abilities. So, yeah, but it will be very, very interesting to see where things go from here, especially with Chloe being a bit shocked and still on her return. There were those signs, especially when Lucifer approached her, and there was that recoil, and it was like, yeah, so not good times, especially if you love your Decaster. Ow. But yeah, this is episode number 2 of season 4. Looking forward to checking this episode out. So with that said, let's go. Just putting 2 and 2 together, and it's a whole new world for Chloe. Scary world.
We'd have been aware of him for about 7 years. At first, we thought he was
about
just
7 years.
And eccentric, but the more we watched him, the more terrifyingly authentic he became.
So they've been keeping
And
tabs
since
on
you
Lucifer?
traveled all this way to research him, I assume that you agree.
You see, I've come to learn so much about humans that
Actually, you know what? Never mind. I'm sorry I asked. But since you're here, you can help me decide.
Lucifer's just been like, I didn't
That's
ask.
the same shirt.
You sure?
Yeah.
Thank you.
To be fair, what difference is
All
it?
right, Lucifer, what's wrong?
The detective and I, we shared a moment.
You kissed her.
I did.
And we will repeat that scene on loop to preserve happiness for
anyway,
me.
I'm just not sure whether the detective...
So need to watch all of your unearthed footage.
That's hundreds of hours.
Oh my god, awesome.
The more the merrier for Ella.
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. Lead the way.
Yeah. We can't have any joy at this moment.
That's over with. Where were we? Oh yes, mosquitoes,
Do you have
food.
plans tonight?
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Just like everyone else around here. But after everything that he kept from us about Pierce, don't you even wonder what other secrets the guy's got?
Just you wait. Just you wait and you'll be having a field day. So he's still
Uncovered Lucifer's identity.
angered.
Killed Pierce. Lucifer was just protecting me.
From a situation he caused.
Do you know who Pierce is, though,
You don't need to
Father?
be the one pulling the trigger to cause evil. Look, I know this is a lot to take in, Chloe. But he
This is it.
is the devil.
She's gonna get
He's
drawn
not
in.
supposed to be here.
No, we can pause it. All right, well, he's clearly guilty. Let's go arrest him.
Arrest him? You mean question him?
No, you said it. He's the villain. If it walks like a duck, it talks like a duck, it probably murders like a duck.
Good idea, duck.
Let's go get him.
Have you ever been to the Mistral? They do a wonderful duck in a row.
But just wait until
All right,
the
Judd,
duck
why don't you put
starts
down
to
the
go
axe?
cock-a-doodle-doo.
Didn't know she stole the totem, though. But if it was her, I guess karma's a bitch.
If that's not a confession...
Well, that's great.
I don't know what is.
What? No, sorry. Just excuse us for one moment, detective.
Oh, she's not
Don't you think
in
we
the
should
right
get
state.
what's that thing you're always hammering on about? Oh yes, proof before we arrest somebody.
Hey, what are you doing?
Changing a battery?
We've been at this for hours.
Oh, come on. I'm fine. I've got tons of energy.
I
Must be all
want.
the turmeric that I keep putting in all those smoothies.
Dang. I do want Linda's adrenaline, though.
No. Pierce, or as I tried to tell you at the time when you wouldn't believe me, was actually Cain, was the first
And that's
human
not
I ever
ludicrous
killed.
now, right?
Truth be told, he wanted to die. Well, most of his immortal life, anyway.
What about hell?
Oh, this is it though. She's getting a good read on Lucifer now.
He is interested in is himself.
You need to shush.
He seems so real.
Yes, because that's what he does. That's what he's been doing for thousands
This
of
is
years.
it. He's feeding her this world of illusion.
Why do you think they called him the Prince of Lies?
Actually, a pretty good guess.
Spent a lot of time with Attila, actually, back in the day. Can tell you all about it later on our date.
Ella, were the rum balls used as a reward on the show?
Not that I saw, but I can check with the
Why
show's
am
catering to see
I
if there was anything
opening
like
myself
that on
up
set.
to pain?
Good idea, Miss Lopez. Let's find those balls.
Hey, guess what I got? 2 tickets. The world awaits.
I got a lot on my plate right now. I'm probably gonna be working some overtime tonight.
Rain check.
This is hurtful with
Rain check.
Lucifer. It's the Celestials are being thrown under the bus. Wow, rude. Rude.
I mean, I've chosen
Oh, this is gonna have a minute. I think.
I don't really know if
Why
made
am
the
I
right
staying around
decision.
if people are gonna treat me like dirt?
You see, I've always had a task.
You really do only care about yourself, don't you?
That's what you think, Detective. Maybe I should give you some space.
Oh no 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 no! Oh, this is all gone
I want to be honest.
down the pipe.
I wasn't having an affair with Melinda. But I do know who was.
Is that Kylie?
Yep, that's her.
Oh. Oh shit! Oh shit! Well, it might not do much to Lucifer. Oh, that scream! Oh. He's gonna walk out, is it? Yeah. Oh.
I saw it. I was so scared, but you walked right through.
He will
You're
walk
fine.
through the fire. No.
You're completely fine.
Well, that's one of the perks of living in a fiery pit of despair most of my life.
Oh.
I didn't know anybody was in.
No. 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 That's that's not possible.
What's the what the heck?
I'd be happy to answer any and all of them. I've always been honest with you, Detective. And I always will be.
That's true. That's true. And how can he only think about himself?
Sorry.
He doesn't.
Silly me. I forgot the music. I made a playlist full of bad 90s jams for you.
Look, he's
How is it that you walk away from a giant fiery explosion with?
Oh, and this is it. He's keeping that
right
miracle
now,
finger.
You are bleeding. You were shot in the hand last week. You almost died when Malcolm shot you.
I fully understand why, but I'm only vulnerable when I'm close to you.
You can't. Oh my God, my heart.
Stole that stupid Teflon totem for her. She was gonna win.
Wow.
Because of me. And we were supposed to split the money. She
But
promised.
things didn't go down the way.
She betrayed you.
Melinda bailed on me for Kylie, that stupid bitch. Stupid asses eating coconuts while I busted mine 24/7. All they do is
Wow.
bitch about how hungry they are. I'm sick of it. Detective!
Oh, oh my God!
In front of it anyway.
Yes. again and again. Don't you know
My
that,
heart!
detective?
My freaking heart! Oh. It'll buff out.
I'm pregnant.
What? Yo, what? You what? With him? Oh my, what the fuck?
I've made up my mind. I'm not gonna help you. I won't hurt Lucifer like that.
You don't know him. You don't know Jack.
We've been through this.
Go.
Chloe. All you have.
And I know why. It's because I make him vulnerable, and you must have known that.
I suspected.
Wow.
There are writings.
Yes, I know what the books say.
Oh,
The
is he
very
gonna
fact
say
that
something?
I'm
So-
Father Kinley.
Yeah, you're not
I'm
happy. You,
here
go.
because
Go.
There's something you need to know about Chloe Decker.
Oh no. No. I am not. Yeah, no. Just don't. We can kind of assume that he's going to tell him about Chloe and the secret meetings. Especially since how that is, kind of parallel with what was the crime of the week and whatnot. It makes sense. Oh, let's spill the beans because I'm going to be a prick about things and ruin this connection. Because we can't catch a break. Chloe couldn't go through with it, and rightfully so. Because there is so much care with Lucifer, and everything that Father Kinley has been saying, he just keeps getting proven wrong, really. Especially with, we know that Lucifer doesn't only care about himself. Yeah, he does. He can have a bit of an ego about himself, but he does care about others. Look at Boo Normal, for example. He decided to voluntarily spend time listening to Ella because he wants to, because he cares for her. He's grown care for Amenadale. And he's grown care to a lot of people in different ways. Yeah, he does have an ego about himself, but at the end of the day, it just makes me so mad because obviously the idea is to damn Lucifer, and this is gonna make things even worse. There's going to be that friction that's being built towards, or between, should I say, Chloe and Lucifer, because now Lucifer's going to find out that there's been secret cahoot meetings going on about Chloe trying to get rid of the devil. Probably even talking about the idea that Chloe was basically trying to roofie Lucifer. As we saw earlier in this episode, but she was just stopped by the music. Whether she would have gone through with it or not, I'm not just talking about pouring the thing in, but also she could have just said, "Don't drink that," having a bit of a crisis at that moment, and then bam. So, my heart was being twisted though. It went through the ringer, but bloody Linda. Phew. Yeah. So that happened. Amenadale's gonna be a father, so unless but we know it, we have a feeling it's Amenadale, so it's not gonna be like some kind of secret baby daddy situation, but lordy hell, what the heck? So yeah, that happened. But it was just very interesting going through the whole situation with, it's so funny. Amenadale wanted to have a bit more contact with humanity, and well, yeah, he did. And this is it, though. He's now got something more worth fighting for with humanity, I guess. Oy, try saying that to your friends. Hey, my dad, he is an angel. So yeah. Anyways, oh my god. So yeah, that was interesting because I thought like Linda just collapsed because she was just working herself. Like Maze was even done, and she's a beast. But yeah, that happened. So that's going to be very interesting to touch upon this season. In terms of pushing the plot line, like it will push Amenadiel and Linda closer, which Maze has been given the green light over, I guess. But it's still just bloody surprising. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see where that goes. But yeah, there was also Dan, who's more done with Lucifer, still continuing his hatred for Lucifer, keeping information regarding Pierce in the dark, and that being intertwined with Charlotte, especially because that came from Pierce's hand. So yeah, that's a very, very, interesting thing that's been going on as well. So it's heartbreaking, but yeah, this was a really great episode in terms of focusing on the whole debacle with Chloe and how she's been pulled at two different ends, with Father Kinley trying to convince her that Lucifer, he is evil, he will manipulate you and everything. And we saw flashbacks to her first meeting Father Kinley, and yeah. This is it, though. He has no idea about Lucifer, whereas Chloe has. Chloe has spent so much time with Lucifer, to the point where she's got to add... this is it, though. She's been doing a lot of sums in her head in this episode regarding Lucifer and the time she has spent with him. How can he be this person? As well as other features regarding Lucifer, including the fact that he bleeds when she's near him. And it's so interesting because of the fact that Lucifer says that he will be honest with Chloe. And whereas he has to an extent, he this is it though, he said, "You make me vulnerable," which is what he said. He said to her when he got affirmation in season 2 that it was Chloe that was making him vulnerable, because we know that he was bleeding and testing out the whole theory that Chloe has an impact. So yeah, but he echoed that, and this is it. He was telling the truth, but he wasn't saying, "Hey, you're the miracle child," because he knows that after Charlotte broke the news and all that. So and thinking that this is all another manipulation of God. So yeah, but so I am very curious about when that's going to be dropped to Chloe, because this is it though. She's going to be going through quite the ringer in terms of why do I make Lucifer vulnerable? Why me? Why me of all people? 7 billion people on Earth. Why is it me? And surely that news has got to be dropped at some point, but we'll just have to wait and see. But this is if the Lucifer and Chloe connection can ever form, because that's going to falter once Father Dickface decides. I'm sorry, but I'm mad, because he's gonna things. We're looking on the up. And of course, in true Lucifer fashion, they just have to dip, don't they? All because Chloe's not wanting to cooperate with the exorcism. So, yeah. And this is it. Chloe has known him for quite this time. And like I said, she's been doing a lot of maths, and she's been trying to, she's scratching her head thinking, this can't be right, because I've spent so much time with Lucifer, and just seeing how he interacts, and well, I guess the final nail in the coffin was the sacrifice that Lucifer pulled, which was very, very wholesome. That moment, there was some wholesome moments between, it was so interesting because amongst the friction there was some really amazing wholesome moments. Come on, focus. When Kylie blew up the bloody cabin. And then Lucifer did that epic walk out of the fire. It was so glorious. And I am really liking that, we're on different networks and we're seeing some very cinematic shots, which is really great. But yeah, Lucifer walking out the fire, which was amazing. Chloe reacting in horror, and then they had a really nice moment, and they did again when Lucifer sacrificed himself for Chloe by throwing himself in front of the axe, and then Lucifer saying, I would do it again for you. And it's so... That was the final nail in the coffin, because, you know, Lucifer would not say that if he was selfish, if he was manipulating her. And, you know, he would want to do anything to make sure that he survives. So to say, hey, I'll throw myself in front of an axe, knowing it could kill me, but hey, that's, yeah, it speaks volumes to Chloe, and thus... Yeah, and this is it though, like, there's a lot of fear that has been residing in Chloe, understandably so, I guess, and sadly she's not in a right state of mind, and now you've got someone who is coercing her into trying to do something that she might regret, and she's just battling through a really, really rough situation, so, and in the end, she can't go through with it, so... And now things are going to look even worse once Lucifer surely finds out about the fact that, hey, so, Chloe's been trying to get rid of you. And I bet he's going to manipulate it to make himself being the innocent one. Knowing that he was coercing Chloe into doing this. I bet he's going to be like, Chloe came to us, and she was distraught. We were seeking guidance. We were giving her guidance and looking after her. And she asked, "How do we get rid of the devil?" Just watch, because I mean, he could not say that, but I feel like the direction this is going, he's going to do his best to make sure that there is enough of a fracture that Chloe's made out to be the bad person. So, I don't know. But we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, this was a really good episode. Especially with the whole Crime of the Week situation, and especially about, you know, I guess appearances and whatnot, and how, like, on the front of things, it's a whole case of don't judge a book by its cover, isn't it? Like, with Chloe and being told about Lucifer, yeah, he's bad, Prince of Lies, manipulation, etc. But inside... there is something more. There is something more passive with Lucifer, I guess. I'm not sure if that's the right word, but he is not someone who's going to be manipulating Chloe's emotions. He's going to, like we saw in this episode, a good amount of proof that he wouldn't. But we know that anyways with the past of the show. But yeah, how that cooperated with, you know, some like reality shows, and yeah. Yeah, it was just a really, really great episode with some surprising stuff as well with Linda, but yeah. And yeah, I'm just really scared about how things are going to go with Father Kinley just approaching Lucifer and saying, yep, this is going to go down the toilet for you, so prepare yourself. So, woohoo. But yeah, great episode, a great continuation into season 4 at the minute, which I'm really, really digging at the minute. And yeah, on to episode 3, where my heart will be severely trampled again in this episode, and possibly with no hope of being revived, unlike this episode, so... yeah, but I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check the videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!